Hello everyone and welcome to the Lowdown. I am your host Adam. Today we'll be doing Extreme Rules Review. It was a big pay-per-view, a lot of points on the line. Let's go ahead and get started. But first we want to talk about, since typically we start off talking about the tournament, since the tournament will not start until SummerSlam, we'll talk about last season, Season 8, and how that ended up. Now you have to excuse me if I keep looking to my left. I may have broken my screen on my laptop with my webcam, so I have to look at another monitor. So if I look away, I'm looking at my nose. Apologize. So first up, let's talk about Mike Presley. Not only did he win the Keaton Invitational Tournament, but he also won Season 8 10 Count Championship. He's the first person to ever do that. So we have to give him a congrats on a job well done. He had a dominant season last year. Here's hoping that we can put an end to that this season. Brian and Aaron also had a great showing. Brian and Aaron tied for third, second, just 33 points behind. As always, a solid performance by Aaron and a return to form by Brian. The past few seasons for Brian hasn't been his best. Mostly 7th and 8th in points. Excuse me. Brent also has another stellar performance, finishing 4th place, tied with myself. So congrats to Brent, Brian, Aaron, and Mike. We also need to talk about the rookie last year. We would be remiss, even if he wasn't a rookie, we'd probably still talk about him. Jacob Harris had a great rookie season, finishing 6th with 3 pay-per-view wins. That's tied with the most pay-per-view wins of Season 8 with Aaron and Mike. So congrats to Jacob. Also, before we get going, just about to start talking about Extreme Rules, we also have 2 new people joining 10 Count this season. So we would like to welcome Dorina and Andrea to the 10 Count family. Welcome, ladies. Also, a big surprise at Extreme Rules, we had a return of Ruben, who pitched with us last season, but missed a few pay-per-views and decided to sit out the rest of the season. So welcome back, Ruben. Let's get going. Let's talk about Extreme Rules. That's what everyone wants to know about. Tim Jones returns to form. Last season he had a few good pay-per-views, actually quite a few. It's the ones that he didn't do so well on that really hurt him. But this year he got 32 at Extreme Rules. He got 32 out of 36 points. And it was the Cody Rhodes pick. Everyone else went with Big Show, and Tim Jones went with Cody Rhodes. Big Show's foot went through the table. So congrats on that pick, Tim. Extreme Rules was a tight pay-per-view points-wise, which means competition was pretty stiff, and typically Extreme Rules is one of the pay-per-views with the most points available. So you had to really earn your points at Extreme Rules, and Tim did. So congrats, Tim. That's our Who's Hot segment, which I probably should explain that better. But we usually do Who's Hot, Who's Not for the pay-per-view. Who's Not is actually our defending 10 Count champion, Mike. It wasn't a bad pay-per-view. I mean, he got 14 points, but that's the least amount anybody got. And I believe we had a few people get 14. So not the greatest start for Mike, but we still have 11 more pay-per-views to go. So it's not a big deal. And that's really all that we had. Again, we'll have more when the tournament starts up, and Aaron wasn't able to join me this time, so we couldn't do our predictions. We were going to do predictions. We may save that for Over the Limit, or maybe after. Maybe me and Brian will do Over the Limit, because we will be going to the pay-per-view Over the Limit. So be on the lookout for Lowdown, and I think we're going to do the Hype, which if you're in the tag team division, you know the Hype is kind of like the Lowdown. Gives you basically what we do information. Also, be sure to look out for, since it is Season 9, we're just one season away from 10 years of doing this. I thought it would be cool if, starting every pay-per-view, we upload a picture of a match card from our first season. At Extreme Rules, we did Judgment Day, which back then was our first pay-per-view, because we would take a break, and Backlash would be kind of the break, and then we would start at Judgment Day. And that's when we had like 13, 14 pay-per-views, so we had that option. And then next pay-per-view Over the Limit. I'm not sure what pay-per-view that will be, but we'll upload the picks, and you can look and see who picked what and what matches went on and how many points. It was very simplistic back then because there's only 1 point per match. So it's kind of easy to keep up with, but it wasn't as exciting as this with a new point system. And I think that's it for the lowdown. Not a big show, just kind of like a big show. Just want to let you know how the Extreme Rules went, and I can't wait for Over the Limit. Extreme Rules was a great pay-per-view, not just for points and not just for gen count, but just to watch. So I recommend you watching it. Over the Limit, we'll see how that goes. And I wish you all luck at Over the Limit, and we should see you after Over the Limit. So thank you very much for watching the lowdown, and until next time, keep the lowdown on the down low.